Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brooks Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Conte. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Second down, Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Winston being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it with Sims. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. Buying time to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They're going to try and throw. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Watch time. Tight end right. Ready. Blue 80. 4 down.
To throw is Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down?
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Robert Ayers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Ryan now off the bootleg. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. The Swat, and now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Andre Roberts now to return it. Now the Falcons
on me, brand new balance. Better playing with a no American dream, dusty road. Man, she been riding since her daddy rode on old. I done in every hole, telling every I ain't with my wife, but if she meet her, might be a go. Rick Flair flashing. Don't I look dashing? Don't I look classy? Don't act so sassy. I'm the man, boo. That's with or without you. With what your say. Show me what that. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining, belly flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. And even if we die today.
No exit on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed. Usually I don't do this. Dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17, been counting M's, my bank accounts on Goofy. Hoop, this got that southern drawl and all that. My like ball bags. Besides, got something to say, and all y'all can't get y'all ball back. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call sacks? Daddy fat, y'all never fall back. Like clocks in the wintertime, we stay eating like it's dinner time. Been feasting and feasting big, but it ain't no rhyme. We don't know the meaning of drought, cause we keep it so wet. Why swear now, it's been a while. Just speaking in general, boy, there is no formidable opponent or apple that bone it. Never step on it. When you wanna mind the kind of giving hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, but this the best. Don't you see me out here shining, belly flex. I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say it's lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow, back my logo, for show, Pogo. Get down on the. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow, back my logo, for show, Pogo. Now get down on the.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Falcons are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against the Saints front seven that will need to be up to the test.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. It's Mark Ingram, and he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want to know. They don't want to. Nowhere!
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So they're operating in the red zone. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And now Breeze going to back away. He'll signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off. I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Matt Bosher, 7th-year man from Miami, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out this way. Let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Kamara trying again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here's Coleman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's a strong running. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Here's Ginn. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Breeze now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Throwing now is Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Hands to Ingram. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Coleman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
I got two.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They toss to Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
This is Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. First and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run. It's Kamara. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Instead, the punter out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's got room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel with a return of 102 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The slot man in motion right. They start the second half with Kamara. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Brees going to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Brees finding Fleener for New Orleans first.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. On second down, Kamara, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. That is caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Ingram. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And again, it's Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Off the bootleg, Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He hits his target. It's the tight end, Torlolo. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. 52 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Coleman now. Fighting through, and he's got space. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Here's Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Breeze now to throw. And brought in here by Fleener. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Halfback sent in motion. To throw, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A phrase we said a lot last year. Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. In the red zone this time. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Hardy. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. And tough starting field position here. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, they're going to take him down, and this time it gets him a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On second down, Peterson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. On second down, here's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Hardy. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into a body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.